Don't Starve. What is it? Well, I'm pretty sure most people by now are familiar with this game, but it is a sort of, well, open world survival game with a little bit of a horror genre there. It's very dark and atmospheric in that sense, and it has what is considered a very unique take on the isometric art design. I've played... Now, this isn't a game I've actually played for only a couple hours. I've probably logged more than 80 hours into it so far. And I find it very enjoyable from the open world... It's not exactly an open world aspect, but it's very enjoyable from a create your own adventure aspect. There is no linear story to it, which the developers they chose that on purpose. They experimented with several different models, including a quest-based one, and they decided that ultimately the one where you create your own objectives was the most compelling and most interesting to play. So I'm just going to hop into a world that I was playing. Then I would have to wait for it to generate and everything. So basically what you have is a game where you are tasked with surviving in a hostile environment. Now you have to gather resources, wood to build fires, to keep your fires going, because at night if you don't have a fire going, now that tree just regrew into a small one. That sucks. Because if you don't have a fire or some source of light at night, the night monster named Charlie will get you and kill you, basically. So yeah, you have to keep yourself fed and warm in the winter, cool in the summer, because there are a total of 4 different seasons to the game. And there are lots of resources. I know some people have roughly compared it to Minecraft, and in a sense it is a little bit like it, but there is no crafting to the same level. You have items you can craft, but there is no free building. In a sense, the voxel-based free building. But there is a ton of content here. So it would keep you entertained for a long time just to explore everything the game has to offer. As you can see, the thermometer shows that it is pretty cold out. Now this is interesting because I believe the set piece is one where if you open the chest, it'll turn winter. Let's try it just to see. No. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's winter now. Now that doesn't happen all the time. There are certain set pieces scattered throughout each randomly generated Don't Starve world. And in this case, it turned the season to winter. I think I started in spring. So I skipped right through summer and autumn and went directly to winter. And this can make the game a bit more challenging because I wasn't at all prepared to forage for food. Winter and summer are the most demanding seasons in the game. They're the hardest to survive. So if you're not well equipped, you can easily die. Usually due to a lack of food or a lack of fire. Or in other words, being able to keep your body temperature up, because if your body temperature drops too low, you will start freezing to death, and then it will drain all your health away and you will die. Now, Don't Starve has a sort of permadeath function to it, but if you can, oops, I'm gonna get whacked there. Ooh, yeah, that hurt. But if you can build a meat effigy, or if you find a touchstone, it will mitigate the effects of dying, and you'll be resurrected back to that stone. So it's like a light roguelike game. Now I'm going to jump into one of my more advanced saves. I'm on day 338, and hopefully you'll see I've built up quite a nice little base. The detail sometimes. Okay, basically it's night right now, but this is my tooth trap field where I kill the hounds. So apparently it's summer, or I have a ethyldhermic fire pit going, which cools you as opposed to the... Okay, no, he's shivering, so let's stay away from that. I wish it was daytime because now I'm going to have to run a little longer than I expected here. But right now, see, for example, it's raining out. Now, if you don't mitigate the effects of rain, your water meter, there's a little water rain gauge will fill up, and then you will get drenched and you'll lose your sanity at a very fast rate. The little brain here is your sanity. And once you go insane, you start seeing creatures that will attack you if your sanity drops low enough. So right here is the base I built. Basically, I have a little area for trees, area for chests. It's very symmetrical, OCD style. I have my ice flingomatics, my beehives. There's a whole ton of stuff. Now, I created all of this, and it took a while to do. Now, right here is a touchstone. If I am killed in this world, I will resurrect at the touchstone. So, basically, it's a game where you're gathering resources and building things. If that's fun for you, you're going to love this game. If you don't like the aspect of permadeath or permadeath light, you might have problems with it, but even then, you can kill the game so that it doesn't save when you die. It's sort of a cheating way around it, and if you're down in caves, that doesn't work, but you can sort of do that. Then there is also the adventure mode, which is basically it's a little bit more narrative driven. You actually are confronted with Maxwell, who scenario, and challenges you to survive the chapter. So in this case here, I believe what? Man, it's been a while since I played this one. The King of Winter. Yes. I think this is one where, because each chapter is unique and most of them will lack a specific resource, so you want to get through them as fast as possible. But I believe in this one I was missing something. And I'm going to die eventually. Because I can't. It's been a while since I played this, so I'm not exactly sure. So did you have... I wish I could start a new adventure. But it's hard to get to that. Because you find a door in the survival version of it before you can enter the adventure mode. Survival is basically unlimited. You can play it as long as you want. Now, in the options, they have a ton of settings here. Bloom, distortion, screen shake, because some people, there are monsters, seasonal monsters that come that shake the screen, and that can cause a sense of dizziness. There is a more better word for that, but I can't think of it right now. Full screen, resolution, refresh rate. I mean, basically, it's all here, especially for such it's not a demanding game by any means. It's around 500 megabytes. And the one great thing is pretty soon the multiplayer expansion, Don't Starve Together, will be coming out. And if you own the existing Don't Starve with Reign of Giants, you'll get it for free. Or you can buy it now and check out the early access for $5, I think. It's modest. Klee Games has been very excellent to their customers. Their consumer loyalty program, they will not gouge you at all, in my experience. And I think that creating such a trust within your brand is going to be very beneficial to their future endeavors. And I wish them all the luck in the world, because if they keep up this level of quality in their games, they're going to have a very successful career, let's say. Anyway, so for your consideration, now this is Don't Starve Reign of Giants. I definitely recommend the expansion over the original, although it is a little bit harder. So if you haven't played Don't Starve yet, you might want to check out just Don't Starve without enabling Reign of Giants. It's easy to do when you start a new game. They give you the option to start with Reign of Giants enabled or not. And I would recommend just start out with the basic, work your way up to Reign of Giants. It's really fun. I love it. So for your consideration, Don't Starve Reign of Giants. Thank you for watching. And until next time, farewell.